All right, welcome back to this explainer. Look, did you know that over 60% of adults are living paycheck to paycheck? Yeah, 60%. So when that expected money is suddenly delayed, it's literally a gut punch. Your heart rate spikes, absolute dread sets in, and honestly, it's an incredibly stressful moment. I mean, you've got your entire life budgeted around a specific timeline, and then poof, the funds just aren't there. But as we go through this explainer together, I want you to just take a deep breath. I know the anxiety is sky high right now, but we're going to uncover exactly how to navigate this challenge using direct, proven strategies right from our source material. There is absolutely a path through this. If you're staring at your banking app right now, just watching those bills pile up in your head, I completely validate your immediate reaction. It is so normal to feel a massive wave of panic when the foundation of your monthly budget just shifts right beneath your feet. But here's the mantra we really need to remember right now. Panic doesn't pay the electricity bill. It just doesn't. Panic totally clouds our judgment, and while the stress is very, very real, we actually have a structured, highly effective way out of this temporary crisis. We literally just need to follow the map. And here is that roadmap. We're going to move from immediate crisis management all the way to long-term resilience by covering 1. Assessing your current situation. 2. Communicating with your employer. 3. Prioritizing your essential expenses. 4. Using smart emergency options. And finally, 5. Planning for the future.
Okay, let's dive into this with step 1, assessing your current situation.
Because action beats anxiety every single time. So the very first step, you've got to check your bank balance. And I know, looking at your account right now sounds about as fun as a surprise root canal, but it gives you the exact, unvarnished data you need to survive the week. Once you have that number, you immediately execute step 2, list out your urgent expenses. We are talking about the absolute non-negotiables here, rent, food, and crucial bills. Then, step 3, and this is a big one, you have to freeze emotional spending. You see, when we're stressed, our brains practically scream for a dopamine hit, which almost always leads to impulse buying. You've got to lock that down immediately. These micro actions, they're your first line of defense to stop the bleeding.
All right, moving right along to section 2, communicating with your employer.
Look, when your money is late, your first instinct might be to fire off a totally fiery, angry email. Don't do it. Actually, scratch that. Don't even open your email draft yet. Instead, politely ask for an update with professional curiosity, not accusations. The absolutely crucial goal here is to confirm the exact payment date. Are we talking 24 hours or are we talking 2 weeks? Because you literally cannot plan your triage without knowing that timeline. By keeping the communication strictly professional, you secure the vital info you need without, burning bridges or damaging your workplace relationships.
Which brings us to section 3, prioritizing your essential expenses. Here, you really have to draw a hard, unforgiving line between essentials and non-essentials. Essentials are what keep a roof over your head, the lights on, and food on the table. Everything else, and I really mean everything else, falls into the non-essential bucket. This right here is where you take your power back. Cancel that dinner out, pause those streaming subscriptions if you can, delay buying those new shoes. By ruthlessly cutting non-essentials temporarily, you directly protect the absolute necessities that keep your life running safely until that check finally clears.
Next up is section 4, using smart emergency options. So what if the math simply doesn't add up even after you've cut all your expenses? Well, you need to look at safe borrowing. Obviously, the best case scenario is tapping into your own emergency savings if you've got them. But if that isn't an option right now, our source material clearly points toward borrowing from trusted friends or family. Now, I know this requires a lot of humility, but treat it like a serious bank loan. Give them that exact payment date you confirmed with your boss, and honestly, to make it way less awkward and protect your relationship, just formalize the ask, put it in writing.
However, please pay very close attention to this stark warning. Under no circumstances should you panic and turn to high-interest loans, payday lenders, or maxing out high-interest credit cards just to get through a short delay. No way. Taking on predatory debt to solve a temporary cash flow problem, that is literally like throwing gasoline on a small fire. It will absolutely turn a brief payroll delay into a massive, long-term debt nightmare that can take years to recover from. Just stay away from those traps for sure.
All right. Finally, we arrive at section 5, planning for the future. 3 to 6. Now, this isn't just some random set of numbers. This is your financial armor. It represents the exact number of months of living expenses you need to target for a totally bulletproof emergency fund. A delayed salary is a terrifying wake-up call for sure, but it can actually be the ultimate catalyst for future-proofing your finances. Think about it. If you have 3 to 6 months of expenses sitting safely in an account, a 2-week payroll delay goes from being an absolute catastrophe to, well,
just a mild temporary annoyance. So to reach that magic number and build that impenetrable emergency fund, we need to implement a few key preventative measures. First off, aggressively build that fund with every single spare dollar you can find. Then, empower yourself by creating backup income, like a side hustle or some freelance work. Diversifying your income means you're never fully reliant on just a single employer's payroll system working perfectly. And lastly, track your finances regularly. Knowing exactly what's coming in and going out ensures that a delayed salary will never, ever catch you off guard and cause this level of panic ever again. And that brings us to the end of our roadmap. But now, I really want to hear from you. Have you ever faced a delayed salary? What is your personal late salary survival strategy? I mean, did you use any of the techniques we covered today? Drop your experiences and your tips in the comments below, because your strategy might just be the exact thing that helps someone else who's currently navigating this super stressful situation. And hey, if you found this explainer helpful, make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on our smart money tips. Stay calm, stay prepared, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.